Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Going Places with Abu Micah. In this video, I'm going to be talking about cost of living in Edmonton, Alberta province, Canada, for a family of three. This is in response to somebody who wrote in the comments that they wanted me to do this specific video, but I will of course try to make it relatable to people without families or people with bigger families than mine. Okay, so I will talk about accommodation, I'll talk about utilities, I'll talk about transportation, I'll talk about food, daycare for those with kids, and probably throwing car ownership there. So if this is what you want to find out more about, please do stay tuned. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out whenever I upload a new video. I do really appreciate your support and your comments and your likes and your feedback. Your constructive criticism helps me to make this channel better. Okay, so let's go on to accommodation. That's probably your number one concern as a new immigrant in Canada. For a family of three, I'd recommend something with 2 bedrooms or more. Of course, 2 bedrooms should be enough. And for that, you can find reasonably priced apartments within the range of $775 per month to $1,200. I would say budget around $1,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment in Edmonton, depending of course on the area you're going to be staying in. Just because you're getting a cheap apartment doesn't necessarily mean you're getting a good deal. You might want to look at bug reports. There are buildings that have had a lot of bed bug issues. You don't want to live with bed bugs. We leave that in Dubai. Never again. Okay, so check bug reports. There's a website that I'll throw in the description. Also check the Edmonton crime map, Edmonton police crime map, to see what sort of crimes are prevalent in that area. You just have to put an address or postal code, and then it'll show you which crimes have been reported in the last 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So you get a general feel of how it's like to live there. Some areas also have got a lot of vagrant activity. You don't want to live in a place where there are people who just cause trouble, okay? Especially if you have a family. You also want to look at places that are close to transportation lines, bus stops, transit stations, LRT stations and the like. So do your homework about that. Now, next thing is utilities. Normally, for the most part, heating and water will be included in your rent. If you are renting a basement, chances are you either have a deal that has got all utilities included, including Wi-Fi, or you will pay a certain percentage of the total utilities bill for that basement. Sometimes it's 40%, sometimes it's 30%, sometimes it's 50%, depending on the landlord, whatever arrangement you have with them. Basements tend to be cheaper than these kind of apartments. We did find a basement that was $1,200, 3 bedrooms, lounge, in unit, washer and dryer, dishwasher, all the amenities that are in this apartment. And also like heated underground parking and all of that thing. So we didn't go for it because the lease was too short. That's again something that you have to consider with accommodation, is the type of lease that you're going to get. The lease was too short and it would have warranted us moving in winter. We didn't want to move in winter. It's minus 33 degrees Celsius outside right now. Nobody wants to be carrying stuff, spending too much time outside in this weather. Okay. Now, the next thing, so utilities, heating and water, I said they're typically included, but electricity you might have to pay on your own if you're renting an apartment. In our case, we're paying roughly between $50 and $80 a month for electricity, right? Yeah, of course, if you've got a small apartment and if you've got a smaller family and you're not using, your stove, your oven and things like that so much, then your bill is likely to be lower. But on the EPCO plan that we're on, minimum amount you have to pay on a monthly basis is $38. So our bill can never be lower than $38. Okay. And the next thing that you want to look at, internet. Okay, everybody wants internet at home. You want to have Wi-Fi for all of your devices, your laptop, your phone, and also to stream Netflix on your television. Okay. So Wi-Fi, there are quite a lot of internet service providers in Canada, so you can check out and compare their deals. Check Rogers, check TELUS, check Shaw Cable Systems, check Bell, all of those guys. The cheapest deal that I found so far for home internet was $50 a month, and that's a 2-year contract for the entry level package from Shaw Cable Systems. So that's $50 a month. You get 10 Mbps download speed, 1 Mbps upload speed. And if you do want a month-to-month contract, in other words, you don't want to tie yourself down for 2 years, you're going to go for their $63 a month package. Okay, that's the one that we got. And the speed is okay. I have no complaints. I'm not a heavy user. I don't require a lot of like bandwidth. Just for my laptop, phone, TV, streaming, no problem whatsoever. But of course, if you do want something a little bit faster, you're looking at between the range of like 90, 95, $110 a month, depending on the download and upload speeds that you want. Okay. Next thing, mobile plans. Okay. We had a plan with Freedom where we were paying $35 a month for 3 gigabytes of data and unlimited calls and texts within Canada. Then I saw a deal with Shaw Cable Systems because I already have a home internet plan with them. So they gave me a free SIM card. I don't have to pay anything for it. And I get free unlimited calls and texts within Canada, right? So the only thing I have to pay for is my mobile data, which is $10 for a gigabyte. I don't use a lot of data because I've got Wi-Fi already in the home and I've got Wi-Fi at work. So I only need mobile data when I'm in between, and that's not a lot of time. So 2 gigabytes a month can be very, very sufficient. So that's $20 a month. And because I have I have very minimal data requirements. I actually got this phone here, Samsung Galaxy A51 from Shaw Cable Systems. I'm only paying $20 a month for this phone. So $20 a month for 24 months, and in addition, and $20 a month for for data. So 20 for the phone, 20 for data, $40 a month. I've got a device and I've got everything I need. I can call anywhere in Canada, call, text, whatever. So that I found that to be a slightly better deal than Freedom, so I went with that instead. The next thing is transportation. Okay, so transportation for a single person, you might want to, if you're going to be using the bus and train frequently, like more than a couple of times a week, I would recommend that you get the monthly transit pass from Edmonton Transit Service. That one will cost you $97 a month generally. But if you're a newcomer to Edmonton, you're a newcomer to Canada, you can apply for what is called the Ride Transit program. So that will get you discounted monthly passes for $34 a month. Okay, it's either 34 or 48 depending on your income. But of course, as a new immigrant, you don't have income. Probably you're still looking for a job. You might get a pass of $34 a month. So if I want a monthly transit pass, so whenever I do need to get transit passes, I can get a monthly pass for $34 a month. And yeah, but otherwise, if you're going to be buying tickets, individual tickets are going to cost you a lot of money if you are using the bus or train frequently. The monthly transit pass will give you unlimited rides on the bus or train, anywhere in Edmonton. Sometimes even you can use it on the St. Albert's buses. So you want to go to St. Albert, you can use Edmonton Transit Pass without a problem. Yeah, and next thing I want to talk about food. Okay, so food budget between like maybe plus or minus $500 if you're a family of 3. If you're a single person, maybe 300 would do just fine for you. Bigger family, maybe 700 or so dollars a month. This is where you really have to know where to shop and how to shop, and yeah, because it all depends on what you like to eat, what you like to buy, and things like that. But I would say if you budget like 500 plus or minus for a family of 3, you generally will be fine if you know where to shop. In our case, like we one of the biggest items on our grocery budget was meat, and that to sort of cater for that, we teamed up with a family and shared a quarter cow, which we bought from the farms in Alberta, and that was like $500. So a whole beast will cost maybe $2,000, but then we don't need a whole cow, right? So we just got a quarter of it, shared with another family, so we got like maybe 50 kilos of meat, and that was for $250. And that's enough meat for us, like for the whole of winter. So we don't need to buy any meat for the whole of winter, right? So next season, again, buy quarter cow, whatever, and we keep it in a freezer. You do need storage space to keep all of that meat, right? So we bought a freezer, and that's where we're keeping all of our meat. So we're just buying like staples and things like that, and that will sort of like cut down the grocery bill. So that's about that. Now, daycare will cost between $700 and $1,200 per month per child. Seems like a lot of money, but remember also Canada gives you a child benefit payment, which can be up to like $550, if I understand well. Yeah, $550. And you can use that to sort of like cushion you against some of the childcare expenses. So you find a daycare that costs $800 a month. You're like, okay, well, I get child benefit of $500, then just $300 difference. You can channel that towards that. But I will do a separate video about benefits, okay? So you can know what you're sort of entitled to, what you're not entitled to, what you can apply for in Canada. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say about costs. So now maybe car ownership. Now, if you do own a car, insurance is going to cost you an arm and a leg if you're a new driver. You're looking at plus or minus $350 a month for a new driver. That can go down, depending on maybe if you have a driver's abstract and insurance abstract, you can cut a good deal with some insurance companies. I did see one insurance company that wanted me to pay $1,600 upfront for the whole year. That'll bring up my insurance down to like $130 a month. But I didn't have $1,600 to just pay upfront. Okay, but otherwise that's a pretty good deal for a new immigrant. But as you drive, you don't have any accidents, whatnot, or claims, then your insurance premiums can go down. I do know some people are paying $50 a month for insurance, and that works fine for them. So that's what I can say about cost of living in Edmonton. If there's anything specific that you want me to go deeper into, please do leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe, turn on notifications. Don't miss out whenever I upload a new video. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the comments. I will see you in the next video.